Hello everyone, welcome to another Pokemon art video. Today is going to be yet some more Hisuian Pokemon. So this time around, Jess and I did some more random Pokemon, and the first one we got was Ghastly. Jess, once again, with her first Pokemon, is going way outside the box. And honestly, I like it. It's very Bill Cipher-y, and I don't even know like what show Bill Cipher is even from. And me, you didn't see this because I cut it out, but we spent a good like 5 or so minutes that I had to cut out just thinking about what to do. But I eventually decided on Fireball. Yeah. Also, doing line art this time. Last time was just sketch art. This time I'm doing full on line art, and let me tell you, Clip Studio Paint line art is a godsend. Like, it is so good. Without it, I'd probably have taken so much longer than I did if I were like stuck on side or something. Sorry, Jess. I would have been so long. But yeah, here are the final results. So, my Ghastly is Fire Dark. It is a fireball like I went over, however, it also draws inspiration from the dark energy kind of fire-ish particle effects from the Super Smash Bros. Series of games. Just as Ghastly as Ghost Psychic, and is based on the Tonome? I think that's how you pronounce it. It's another yokai, and the shiny stays pretty true to its OG shiny, which I thought was pretty cool. Moving on. Next up is Barraskewda. I think I came to the conclusion very quickly that I wanted to make it like just an arrow. I even started off making it way too straight and it wasn't nearly dynamic enough. I think I was originally going to make a ghost type just because of the black and white skeletal pattern on it. Made me think of just like skeletons and ghosts and stuff, but I eventually came to Rockfly just because, I mean, it's a sentient arrow. What more do you want? Speaking of those patterns, they're definitely what made me think of Arrow. That and Barraskewda, which is this thing's pre-evolution. There's also a little, I'm not sure if pun is the right word, but definitely a little joke in there somewhere. I'll see if we can get it before I reveal it later on. I think poor Jess was kind of struggling in the beginning with this, but it actually came out really good, so good on her. And here is Hisuian Barraskewda. So like I said earlier, my Barraskewda is rock flying. The inspiration is obviously just arrows, you know, they had arrows back in the Hisuian age, right? Also some inspiration from skeletons, as I said before. And the joke, the quote-unquote Easter egg of sorts. Oh, it's a bullseye. He has a bullseye. That's the joke. But Jess's Barraskewda is water ground type. And the inspiration for that was the Namazu? Again, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Which is apparently a catfish yokai. Pretty neat. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so this time around we decided to change the formula just a little bit. Last time we decided on 3 random Pokemon and 1 of each of our choosing. But since we randomly got a legendary last time, we figured we'd add that into the formula and get a guaranteed random legendary to Hisuify. So our random legendary this time is Tapu Bulu. The first thing I wondered was, okay, how do I turn this like tiki looking mask feudal Japan? And then I remembered Kitsune masks, they're like a thing. So I went with it. And I honestly love the style of it, it's like so good. It doesn't open up the way OG Tapu Bulu's mask opens up, but I think it's a cool like twist on it. I like it. I made sure it had horns and its little nose ring. And I kept his hands and little tail bell thing fairly intact. And I figured since it's supposed to be a guardian spirit, I went more the ghost kind of spirit. So yeah, he's Grass Ghost. Jess once again went out of the box and I really like it. I like to think of it as Tapu Bulu in his like teenage years. I love making regional variants of legendaries, especially now that they're canon. It's so cool. Alright, here's Hisuian Tapu Bulu. My Bulu is Grass Ghost. The inspirations for my Bulu were a Kitsune mask, of course, as well as samurai pauldrons. I don't know the exact word, and I know I butchered it if I even tried to pronounce it, but you know, the shoulder armor. Jess's Bulu is Fire Ground, and its inspiration is the Akabeko. This thing. They're so good, and the shinies are just fantastic. I was actually with Jess when she made this particular shiny, and we came to call him Emo Child. And we stand Emo Child in this house. Send love to Emo Child in the comments. Alright, so now it's time for my pick. Maybe a little predictable, but it is Aegislash. I knew right from the get-go I wanted him to be a katana. I just didn't know how to execute the pose properly, which is why it took me a second to get started. I'll explain more about the pose in a second. I know it ended up looking more like the Buster Sword than a katana, but I mean, Aegislash is very wide. I didn't think it looked good as a skinny katana. And I think it works. I think I made it look pretty good. Also with the handle and the crossguard and all that, it kind of looks like a wizard. That wasn't intentional, nor is it like an inspiration that I use for it, but it's there. Speaking of wizard, Jess had a little wizard hat on hers as well. That was just straight up there. I didn't see hers, she didn't see mine. So that just happened naturally, which I thought was pretty funny. Jess really is the queen of out-of-the-box regional variant designs. I mean, I did not expect this one at all. I thought it was going to be somewhat sword-like, because I was thinking there has to be some sort of like sword yokai out there, right? But nope, she completely threw my expectations out the window, and I like it. without further ado, I give you Hisuian Aegislash. My Aegislash is fighting steel, and its inspiration is obviously the katana, but also Bushido, which is like the samurai code of honor. The reason its arms are wrapping around its blade is because it doesn't want to use its blade. It wraps its blade up to show people and Pokemon alike that it's not a threat to them, and that the blade is only to be used when absolutely necessary. My shiny Aegislash might pull some inspiration from a certain YouTuber who is one of my favorites. I'll let you guess who that is. Jess's Aegislash is Ghost Water, and its inspiration is the Kasa Obake, which I believe is an umbrella yokai? I hate how I keep ending these explanations with question marks because I have no clue until I look at it later on. But I really like hers. It's not a sword at all, it's a completely different entity altogether almost. And now we come to the final Hisuian form. Alright, the last one was Jess's choice, and she chose Eevee. This one was really hard for me because how do you change Eevee? It has this whole gimmick all by itself. Do I change its typing? Do I add a type to it? It took me so long to start this one. I had nothing. So I just, made it Dragon Normal and just made its normal type change depending on whatever it evolves into. I tried. And it's just a cute little dragon. Yeah. Jess's though, holy crap. Her Eevee had a glow up. I mean, look at it, it's so majestic but also so freaking cute. And again, we didn't see each other's. We both decided to go the closed eye route. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Whereas I was struggling with how I was going to make a dragon Eevee work with its evolutions, Justice went completely in a different direction, and I freaking love her Eevee. I don't know if it evolves, I didn't ask her, but it's so good. Alright, here's our final masterpiece, Hisuian Eevee. My Eevee is Dragon Normal, with the normal type switching to whatever type it is when it evolves. There wasn't an inspiration, it's just a cute fluffy little dragon guy thing. I don't know, man, it's there. You like it? I like it. Its shiny looks like Cantonian Eevee, albeit a bit darker. Jess's Eevee is Ghost Fire, and is like my Tapu Bulu based on the Kitsune. Well, mine was a mask and hers was just like an actual Kitsune. But look how freaking cool hers are. They're see-through. It's ghost type and it's transparent. It's so freaking cool. I love it. And I would shiny on, absolutely. And there we go. This was our second round of theoretical Hisuian forms. I hope you enjoyed it. And I really hope this game turns out to be really fun and good. I cannot wait for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and more content will be on the way soon. Have a blessed day. Peace.